Hey guys, Frisk here, and we've got the full spectrum of details for MLB The Show 17, Road to the Show, but there was a juicy piece of information that hit in an interview with Polygon. Taking straight from the article at Polygon, it says, another way in which Sony San Diego will set itself apart by delivering additional cutscenes, scenarios, and dialogue after the launch of MLB 17. Russell said that the studio is still working on the details, such as how much new content it will release and when it will deliver those updates, but said it's definitely on our roadmap. Although Russell didn't give away any hints as to the nature of this post-launch content, you could conceive of a situation in which a few seasons into your MLB career, you're given the option to take a pay cut or be released from a team. Now, looking at this information, it gets us to think that it looks like San Diego Studios is approaching Road to the Show from a live content perspective similar to Diamond Dynasty. If this is the case, I have a short wish list of things I would like to see them add for live content after launch. So in this video, we're going to go over 5 wishes for the MLB The Show 17 Road to the Show DLC. Now, the first live content that I would like to see in post-launch in Road to the Show would be new missions that are more relative to what's happening in the real world. So for example, very similar to Hitman, or it might be a situation where you're trying to go from AA to AAA, but you might have to do something out of the field like go to the batting cages with a teammate. The second live content we'd like to see is new episodic content, very similar to what you would see in Telltale or Life is Strange. So obviously stories updated in iterations is something that's pretty cool. Telltale, like we said, has been a master at that, and each of those updates with Telltale have had a very different focus. For example, it'd be cool to see an update that revolves around the All-Star Game, or the draft, or spring training, or the other real-world relevant times within the year. Now, the third live content that I would like to see would be new cinematic cutscenes and branching storylines. I think continuously about RPG games like The Witcher that had expansion packs that came out after the game was launched that added a new environment at which you can tell stories in. That could be something they might be able to add in for post-launch. And the fourth live content update I would like to see is new characters to interact with. These characters could be fans, it could be players, could be scouts, could be potentially having girlfriends, or even sponsors. So right now, other than the coach and your players, everyone that you interact with is via the dialogue. So for example, you don't get to meet your advisor, you don't get to meet the agent, you don't get to meet any of the supporting characters that progress through your road to the show. Now, we know that this will probably be something they're looking to do in the future, but why not start now with some live content updates that add these characters into these moments as you progress up through the ranks. And the fifth and final update I would like to see is new narration or voiceovers from the narrator. So what we've heard so far is a very limited set of narration. We actually heard a couple things duplicate. Now, I'm sure there's a huge set of lines that the narrator has. What better opportunity than to update that post-launch to add that VO in as the game progresses. This is something that Madden does with the live commentary updates that happen week to week. Now, I'm not suggesting that San Diego Studios do this as well. This is pretty intense to follow on with the baseball season, but see if you can book some more time with the narrator to add more lines into the areas of situations that your player might go through as you progress through your road to the show. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this wish list of the DLC that I would like to see. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from DLC, and until the next one, we'll see ya. Peace.